Hey guys, welcome to the next session of a JDBC course for absolute beginners. And till now we covered CRUD operations and also we covered the callable statement, that is creating the stored procedure and calling the stored procedure in a JDBC with the help of callable statement. And in the last session we discussed on understanding the transactions, like we discussed on the transaction management in a JDBC, like what is the transaction exactly, what is the use of transactions, and how we can manage the transactions in a JDBC. So we covered everything about the transaction in a last session. Today in this session we are going to talk about batch processing in a JDBC. So before starting the batch processing, coding for the batch processing, let me explain what is the batch processing. So for example, let's suppose we have multiple operations, and if we want to perform those multiple operations in a single shot, like let's suppose if I want to perform insert operation for the 10 times, so instead of writing the 10 insert operations differently, what we can do, we can create 10 insert queries, and we can create one batch of those insert queries, and we can perform the actions on that particular batch. So in that way we can save the time, we can save the coding efforts, we can save the almost like a half of the time into writing the multiple lines. So in that way we can perform the operations with the help of batch. So again, in a batch you can combine any operations, like basically we combine we combine the related operations like insert, update, delete. But in a batch we can combine any kind of operations, like we can combine two insert operations, we can combine one update operation, we can combine one delete operations, like we can perform combination of operations with the help of batch. Today in this session, let me show you how we can perform the batch processing and how we can do the all operations. So without wasting much more time, let me go to my switch case area over here. At the first, we have created this switch case, and make sure you are following my series completely, because we have already created this connection, and also I'm not going to repeat those things in this session. If you want, you can check out my previous sessions, and if you know, you can do this with yourself. So over here, let me add one more option, that is option 8, and which is called as a batch processing. And as we have added option 8, we just need to add the case as well. So let me use case 8, and again we just need to use break. And if user calls the case 8, we just need to call one method. So before calling the method, let me first of all call the method, create the method. So after this transaction method, let me create one more method, that is called as a public void batch processing, like this. And this method will not take anything as a parameter, and inside these two curly brackets we need to write the logic to understand the batch processing. But let me save this one, and let me go to my switch case area again, so that we can call the newly created method. So in this case 8, let me use student database dot batch processing, like this one. Now let me save this one, and let me go to this batch processing method. So over here inside these two brackets, we need to write the logic to understand the batch processing. So as I have already told you, the batch processing is nothing but combining the multiple operations and performing those multiple operations in a single shot. So over here, let me create three insert queries, and let me try to perform those three insert queries in a single shot. So how we can do that? So before creating the or before performing the query, we need to create those queries. So how we can do this? We just need to use string SQL1, which will hold my first query, and my query will be like insert into student. So over here, let me go to my MySQL client, and I have already logged into the MySQL client, and I have created this table, that is student table. And inside this student table we have 4 columns, that is roll number, name, percentage, and address. And this roll number is auto incremented column, so we don't need to provide this value for this roll number, it will taken care by the MySQL. we just need to provide the value for name, percentage and address, and my table name is student. So my query will be like insert into student. Then we just need to give the bracket, and we just need to mention the column name. So my column name is name, percentage, and make sure you are giving spellings correctly. And I have done mistake over here like this, so let me correct this one. And my last column is address, and we just need to use values, and again we just need to mention the values. So my first query will insert the value as, let's suppose, Raj. Then let me close the single quotes, and make sure you are giving the all the strings in a single quotes for the MySQL query. And then we need to mention the percentage. So my percentage will be, let's suppose, 68, and address will be, let's suppose, Mumbai, like this. And we just need to close the bracket, and then at the end we just need to give the semi-comma, so that the error will get vanished. So now we have one query. In similar way, let me just copy the same thing and let me paste it 2 times, and we have 3 different queries. So let me make it as SQL2 and SQL3, and then let me just change these values. So instead of this Raj, let me make it as Sonali, and then let me make it as Harsh, like this. And now let me save this one. I'll just keep this address and everything as it is. We just need to focus on the concept instead of these values. So if you want, you can change those values. Now let me save this one. So now I have three insert queries, and I need to perform those 3 insert queries in a single shot. So in that case, what we can do, we can use batch. So over here, how we can create the batch. So whenever we try to perform any query, we need to create the platform. So in this case, I'm going to use statement as my platform. You can use any statement like prepared statement as well. So let me use connection dot create statement, and this will give me the reference for my statement platform. So let me make it as statement, which comes from java.sql package. Make sure you are just importing this first statement, which comes from java.sql package, which is an interface like this. So statement is equals to connection dot create statement, and this connection dot create statement will throw one exception. So we just need to add throws declaration. So we can just hover on this line, and it will give me the 2 options. So let me choose the first one, that is add throws declaration, like this one. And again, now statement is created. So in the last session itself, we talked about the transaction. So let's try to use the transaction as well. So before these string SQL1, let me make it as connection dot set auto commit is equals to false. So let me set it as false, like this. And we have already created this platform. So we just need to add these 3 queries into this platform. So how we can do this? We just need to use statement dot add batch, and firstly we just need to pass my first SQL query, that is SQL1, and in similar way we just need to pass my 2 other queries, that is add batch SQL2 and statement dot add batch. My last query is SQL3. Now we have successfully added these queries into these batch. So only one thing that we left back is executing those queries. So how we can do this? We just need to use statement dot execute batch, like this one, and this statement dot execute batch will return me an array of integer. So over here, these each and every query will affect some rows. So this first query will affect number of rows, the second query will affect number of rows, and the third query will affect number of rows. So it is an array of integers. So it will return me that particular array of integers. So let me save that one as well, integer of rows, like this. And now we have the results into these rows integer array. So over here, what I will just do, I just need to iterate this array, and if everything is correct, like number of rows affected is greater than 0, then only I'll just commit this, otherwise I'll just roll back this one. So how I can do that? I just need to use for each loop on these rows. So we just need to use for int I, and then we just need to use the colon, and then we just need to give the array name. So the array name is rows. I hope you have an idea around this for each loop, and make sure you have given this correctly. And if I greater than 0, then what I'll do, I'll just continue like this one. So so again, my idea here is I'll just iterate each and every row, and I'll iterate each and every result, and if result is greater than 0, then I'll just continue. And once the loop got executed successfully, what I'll just do at the end, if something goes wrong, for example, let's suppose if somewhere if this particular condition became a false, then I'll just do what I'll just do, I'll just else connection dot rollback. So I'll just perform the rollback operation if somewhere something goes wrong, and otherwise if everything goes correctly, I'll just do connection dot commit like this one. So make sure you are giving this line connection dot commit after this for loop. Now let me save this code, and let me just try to run this code, and let's see what happens. So let me just try to run this code, and again, before running the batch processing, let me just show you what are the data that is present in my table. So we have last record as roll number 29 Harsh. So let me just go back to this Eclipse, and let me just give the option as 8th option. And now we haven't able to see anything because we haven't added any messages on the console. But let me go back to this MySQL client, and let's see what happened. And over here we are able to see roll number 30, Raj, Sonali and Harsh like this one. So I hope you got an idea in this, and we are successfully able to create the batch, and we are able to perform the 3 insert queries in a single shot. So if you observe over here, we are able to perform these 3 queries in a very less amount of lines. So again, let me just make some mistakes over here. So let me just go for these SQL3, and let me just remove these T from this insert. So let me make some typing mistake over here. Let me just save this code, and let me just rerun this code, and let's see what happens on the console. So again, we have last roll number as roll number 32 as of now, and let me just choose the option as 8th option. We got one exception, and we just need to select star from student, and again we any of the row is haven't added into this because we have added the rollback over here. So if something goes wrong, we are just trying to roll back everything. So now in this case, we used this transaction, we used the batch processing, we used almost every concept that we need. And again, how we can pass the dynamic values and all, we have already seen in my previous sessions, like specific to these prepared and statement platform specific sessions. So if you want, you can check out my those sessions, and link is in description box, so you can check out those sessions. So now I hope you got an idea around this one, like how what is the batch and how we can perform the batch processing in the JDBC. And I hope you enjoyed this session. We will see you in the next session.